What is gardening? That's true, yeah. But for me, that ain't gardening. I don't know, I shouldn't be sharing that on here. It's chasing the dopamine fix. Let's not beat around the bush. It's just really good. I can't say any more than that. I feel like getting emotional. I thought I'd start this video talking about what is gardening. Why do I teach gardening? And why do I want to get others into gardening? And more importantly, what gardening could do for you. That's a great point, actually. So anyways, let's have a look. Gardening. So they say gardening is the practice of cultivating and caring for plants in a designated area, which can range from a small pot to large garden. That's true, yeah. But for me, that ain't gardening. Gardening is not that at all. Gardening's an escape. It is. It's an escape from everything. It's a escape I'm looking at because I'm looking at my garden. Gardening is the place and the chance for me to get away from the world. Someone said something to me the other day, I don't know, I shouldn't be sharing that on here. They were like, do all men as they get older? I went on a date saying something about it taking a while for men to have a long poo. And I said, no, it's more than likely, I bet they've finished within the first 2 minutes. For me, I was like, it's an escape. It's the place where you can just sit in peace for 10 minutes. And you know what, again, that's what gardening is for me. So you get away from the hustle and bustle. You're in your own Eden, your own beautiful place that you've made and created, and you can make and create it and turn it into whatever you want. It is your space. And it's a place to learn and enjoy, and you get so much more from it than that. Why am I making gardening videos? The reason is because gardening is one of the only things, well, it is the only thing that I've, other than music, that I've ever stuck with for my whole life. So I'm not going to lie, I'm one of these people where I've bought colourings because I had a patch where I enjoyed doing colouring. I bought a tattoo gun, that still hasn't, it's been unopened. Hobbies, I can come in and out. I've done painting and in and out of all these hobbies. I love it. It's chasing the dopamine fix. Let's not beat around the bush. But gardening has always been there and it always will be. And there may be other people, or you might be similar, and it's one of these things that I just can't get enough of because you never master it. And I think that's when I get bored, when you're like, well, I've done that now, I'm good at that. And you never master gardening. It's always evolving. The challenge of the weather, and the weather is never the same one year to the next. And that's the challenge. And I think that's why, because we never really fully master it. We do get good, but then you'll have 1 year of some things, one plant, maybe a parsnip just won't grow. And you always have that, my beans were brilliant last year, but this year it's got none. And you know, and that's what's the exciting bit, because you never beat it. So why to get others into gardening? If there's people out there that may be lost, it helps give you purpose. And I want to help others too, because I know what it gives me. It gives me so much. I do have like a tick. And it's that one place where you can get out there, smell the fresh air. And like I live, me and my lad, it's me and him. We live here full time together on our own, just the two of us. And sometimes it can get a bit busy and much. I'm a full-time gardener. And you know what? I can't wait to get back and get in my own garden, which I don't think anything else could be like that. It's just really good. I can't say any more than that. And I'd love to be able to help influence others to get what I get out of it. I think that's maybe the best way to explain that. But gardening, it is good for you. Is gardening good for you? Gardening is brilliant for you. It helps your creative side. So at the minute, we're into November, and I love this time of the year because we're taking cuttings like crazy. We're shaping plants. I am. But also plants and shrubs grow, they get bigger, they get intermingled, and because the ground is wet, you can just dig a plant up and move it and put it somewhere else and redesign your garden. Why not? So that's the creative side. But mentally, it's brilliant for you. You get out, you get that fresh air, get something about being in the fresh air, does something to your soul. But I'm sure there was something, don't quote me on this, it's been proven that the smells or something from the soil helps your dopamine. So when I'm outside, I don't wear gloves. I love to get in there and get the smells, and it does something in there. But then also, if you're growing your own veg, now, if you're growing your own veg, that means that we're doing something better for the environment. We're not doing all these petrol miles for things to get delivered to the shops. We've got no chemicals on our plants. You know what's in your veg. It's damn right goodness. So we're getting goodness in there, and goodness physically too, because gardening is physical. And you're doing things without thinking. If you go to the gym, you think you've got to do 10 reps. If you're in the garden, I've just got to get that done. And you're not thinking about the physical activity, you're thinking about an end result instead. And you do more in gardening. I'm sure now, if there's any truth in this, someone said that gardening is one of the few things that the doctors will accept as exercise. If you say, oh yeah, I do this as a job, they're like, no, you need to do exercise. But gardening is one of the few things that they will accept as exercise. Is that true? I don't know. So when did I get into gardening? Honestly, I don't know, because it's just always been there. I'd say I'd be taking a punt at maybe 6 or 7. It could be younger. My mum always kept the garden very tidy. But I don't know at what age it was. I kind of took over the garden and it became my garden. But I used to go to my grandparents a lot. They've got an amazing back garden, and I'd spend most weekends there, and I used to love it. We'd have fires on the back, getting rid of things. Obviously now I encourage to shred and put them on the beds. But it was just an adventure, always. I can remember we had a rat once, and they went in to get the dinner ready, and my granddad had put milk bottles, I feel like getting emotional, milk bottles in either end of the rat run, and he said, don't go anywhere near the milk bottles. Well, I went nowhere near. I went straight through the middle, and next thing, this rat came bolting out, and the dog was chasing it. You don't get that adventure, that adrenaline rush from, it's amazing. So yeah, I've always been into gardening. I got a greenhouse when I was 14 for my birthday. It's always been there. Each year I'll grow as much as I can, but now I'm growing as much as I can for other people too. And now if I can do it on a video to help even more, that makes me very happy. So, and you don't ever know it all with gardening. I just spoke about earlier, and it's always evolving. Practices that were taught 50 years ago about in allotments and digging over, now we're in a new era of no dig and things like that. And I'm pushing for that, because we are trying to replicate that forest floor, and that's a healthy soil base. So you think your plants are getting the goodness from the ground, and it starts with small plants. As them small plants grow, they drop the leaves, and then we have bigger plants that go deeper, and you're getting all that goodness, and it sits on the top. So you have a top layer of goodness, and that's what we need to try and get replicating in our gardens. Not cut plants down, mow your lawns and throw it away, send it in the green bin. Keep it on your garden, because the more you're doing that, the more you're stripping goodness away from your garden and sending it away. If you ever watch my videos, I am mulch, and it's amazing. It replenishes nutrients in your soil. In the cold winters, it protects the roots from frosts. In the hot, it keeps the moisture retention within the soil. So mulch is brilliant. That's why you mulch. And not only that, it helps stop the weeds. Why wouldn't you? So yeah, so you don't ever know it all. Gardening isn't black and white. It's always evolving. What might work for one person doesn't mean it works for you. You have to have a go yourself. So you're always trying different things. Like I say, you never know it all. And what my subclimate might be in my garden is different even to my next door neighbour, because they've got different shadows, different winds coming in because of the shape of the atmosphere around from houses. Every garden is different. Why am I growing a YouTube channel? I'm growing it on the socials too. Why am I doing that? Well, if I'm absolutely honest, I want to start a community. I do feel very alone at times. That's very raw saying that. Say I work for myself, I come home, I pick my lad up from school, we come back, we cook the dinner, we have a lovely afternoon, we might do some colouring together, and he'll get to bed, and then I'm stuck in the house. And that's 6 days a week. That's what happens. And it would be nice to build up a community of other people, other like-minded people that I can get talking to, share experiences with, and also if people can comment and share your experiences, what works for you. This, I never say this is how you do it. I'll say this is how I do it. And because it is different for everyone. And I'd love to learn from others too. I'm always watching videos. If you ever have any recommendations of great people, please tag them in, because I'd love to know. Here's a one for food for thought, and hopefully and I hear this off customers too. So now I do a lot of maintenance. I don't do landscaping, but when I used to do landscaping, people would say, I'd be like, what would you like out of the garden? Do not restrict yourself. Tell me what would be I can't do that because of this. I can't. No, stop. I would love to know what you want from the garden, because they'd say, I need lawn because I want low maintenance. And frustrated, I'd always smile and I would go, right then, so if you've got a lawn, how often would you be mowing that lawn? And they'd be like, well, we'll do it once a week. I go, okay, so if we've got a flower bed and I've put mulch on, would you need to be weeding that every week? And they go, I never thought about that. Because you wouldn't need to be weeding it every week. Maybe once a month you'd be needing to weed that. So the lawn isn't always the answer. So my lawn, I've only got one because I've got a dog and a young lad. I think if it weren't for them two, I wouldn't have a lawn. It'd be a path up the middle and more raised beds, so I get more veg growing. I've got to admit that, yeah. So I always call that the lawn paradox, if that's a paradox or not, but it's a misconception that people think having a lawn means it's an easier one to maintain, and it isn't at all. And it's just, in my space, wasting a good bit of area that you could put lovely plants in, lovely flowers, or even grow your own fruit and veg. You really could. So my dream, so I'm 43 as I'm recording this video, 43, born in 82. Yeah. My dream, I am saving hard. I'd love a field. I'd love to buy a field. I'd love to build a nice fancy shed on there that potentially we could live in, or at weekends and stop over, grow as much fruit and veg as I can to be as fully self-sufficient as viably possible. Maybe have a bit of a wooded area on there. I'd love to set up some archery, bit of axe throwing, try and, bring in the bushcraft element for my son, because he's small, so we love that adventure. That's my dream. If I can make it happen, it's a different thing, but there's nothing wrong with dreaming. And then, so on my channel, I am sharing what I am doing in real time. We've got shorts and longs. So the shorts are punchy, snappy, in and out. They don't always go into why I do things. I'm just quickly get in, because it's that in and get out. But I've started to do long form videos as well, but it is in real time. So if you're unsure, you want to start gardening and you're unsure what you could be doing this weekend, get looking at the shorts. That is exactly what I have been doing that week. So that's a little bit about me, and a little bit about why I do gardening, why I want to encourage you to do gardening. And if you're interested, I also do foraging too, and I will do another intro video about foraging. But yeah, that's a whole completely different thing. And to be honest, it isn't about foraging. That again is a different meaning. That's just about learning about plants, and not going out and stripping the wildlife of anything you find. It's just respecting. The reason why is, let's say 10 years ago when I was landscaping, someone wanted a hedge, or if I had my field, before I would have put a lovely beech hedge in because it looks pretty, or a laurel. Well, now I'd be more inclined to be putting in a hawthorn, roses and everything like that, and sloes, because I know of what I could be harvesting. So it have a different meaning, and these are native plants. So it's changed my views on the world and the garden. That's why I want to encourage foraging, but I'll do that on another video. So if you're interested, you want to learn more, and you think this sounds like a bit of you, please subscribe, drop us a comment, let me know where you're from. But other than that, thank you if you've got this far. Happy gardening.